So here's an idea. Resellers are just part of an awesome retro video game movement. Turns out there is money in retro video games, capturing the nostalgic past of so many gamers' lives. And thrift shops and stores, they're starting to charge out the arse for it. For those collectors out there, you might either totally loathe the fact that so many people are getting in on your hobby and driving the prices up just through supply and demand. Or on the other side of the spectrum, you might just be excited that there's so many people you can share your passion with now, and your collection is probably worth a mint. The reason resellers are getting into retro video games and subsequently pushing the prices up is simply because there's money there. So, you've got to ask yourself the question, do you get these games just to collect them and put them up on your shelf? Or are you actually interested in playing all the games in your collection? I can't soothe the collector's pains at the moment. It's a tough situation out there. But for people who just genuinely love retro video games, that pixel art, the simple gameplay mechanics, I can't help but feel a little bit spoiled for choice. So I see this in forums a lot. I really want to play game X, but I just can't afford it anymore. It sucks. eBay prices and stores are certainly surging, but in saying that, there's usually multiple ways to play some of your favourite retro video games. Games are now more accessible than ever before, with releases across heaps of different networks, proving you don't need to have a physical copy of every game. Thanks to the popularity, you've got things like the PlayStation Network, with an awesome chunk of PlayStation classics, or the Virtual Network that has everything from the Turbo Graphics to the Neo Geo, and even most of the NES back catalogue. We wouldn't have systems like the Neo Geo X unless there was like this real interest in the retro video game market. And sure, the system disappointed a lot of people, but we still got it. Things like the Sega Arcade Master, the Superboy and the Hyperkin, all because there's money in retro video games. And yeah, to some extent, we're all collectors, and I really wish I could have the original version of every game I want. Sometimes it just feels right on the original console, using the official controllers, and sometimes I've got features that are system specific, like the Dreamcast's VMU. Sometimes it feels like I can only justify splurging on a game that I really want if I plan on reviewing it, and that probably shouldn't have to be the case. So I'm not defending all the price gouging and price surging between eBay and reseller prices. I still get a little bit bummed when I see Panzer Dragoon Saga for the Sega Saturn going for way more than I could ever justify paying for it. But I do think to myself, yeah, we get a lot of other things that are really cool, like the ports, the re-releases, the Android, the iOS, the plug-and-plays, and even action figures are benefiting from that love for retro video games and the momentum it's been building. So maybe those really high prices aren't such a high price to pay. Anyway, let me know what you think. Maybe, just maybe, you kind of agree with me. That's cool too. But anyway, thanks for watching.